Good morning, everybody. I'm not gonna do the normal spiel that I normally do at the beginning of stream today. It's been one heck of a time for me. I hope everyone is well, though. It has been one heck of a while. Of course, I'm excited to get into a bit of this. I have played this game. I've really enjoyed it despite its flaws. Um, this is like my 8th Steel Soul run, but that's not what we're going to be doing today. We're going to do Classic, because today I am going to work on the speedrun achievement stuff and planning. The furthest I've gotten is pretty dang far, but like for Steel Soul. But what has killed me every single time I get like really far is accidentally getting put into the slab. I don't think this part counts, but I'm not 100% sure. Um, Gosh, it has been a heck of a time. But I do hope everyone is at least doing well. I need to quickly frickin' type out to Blue Sky. Achievements. I need to quickly grab the frickin' link from Discord because that's one of the things I dislike about my phone. Is sometimes it just loses it. And then I can just boom. Okay, so I have beaten the game. I did it over the weekend. I know there's a bunch of secrets. Do I take the risk of... Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna need the extra shards from the beast shard back there, so... And I'm not willing to fight it and waste a bit of time with this right now. It might be useful later, but I do know from, like, Steel Soul, I'm going to also, like, do a bit with the audio here and there. Just so I don't want it to be too loud or too quiet, and that's kind of one of the things that I'm going to need to do a little bit of. Maybe... Oh! Yeah, because I've been thinking about the routing for getting the speedrun stuff, and there's a few things I have thought about. I'm not focused whatsoever, but I do know if we're going for 100% speedrun, there is some things that I need to, like, just have prepared. Because I have figured out, like, a few of the things, but part of the 100% is also getting, like, all the moss berries and stuff, because they're used for the trinket and other stuff, so I have gotten... Because I also use it for Steel Soul, because the Druid's Eye is a really useful item. This is the part that's the annoying part of the speedrunning and the Steel Soul stuff. So whenever I start a new Steel Soul run, I always do this, just so I can get past this for later. Because it just takes forever. Okay. You know what? I probably want the frayed rosary string thinking about it. Because every rosary frickin' counts in this. Because I'm just trying to think. I need to get craft metal, and I know the easiest way to get a craft metal. And then I need to get a bunch of rosaries, because those are going to be important. I could grab the rosaries from down, but usually that takes more time unintentionally. Because, yeah, I've been working on the Steel Soul myself because I know doing that on stream would just be a lot of hell for me. You know, when I first beat this, I actually used the Crest of the Reaper, but I've gotten really good with the Hunter's Crest. I think it's worth it because we do need more rosaries. I've also debated getting into Hollow Knight modding, because I've never really played modded Hollow Knight, so I think that would be a fun thing to try. But yeah, with the binding and stuff, I don't mind it. My biggest gripe with it is how much silk it takes. So the fact that so much deals, like, double damage, especially later on, I just gotta be careful. But I've learned some survivability. Let's see how, because I've definitely gotten a lot better at getting through these first areas, just because I've had to redo them so many times with Steel Soul. Same with the Last Judge. I've gotten pretty good at, like, getting past it to an extent. It's just time-consuming. Okay, don't want to stop at the bench. But... Hornet. And... there we go. Let's take on the first boss just quickly. So, a lot of stuff recently has been going on in my life, which has led to less streams, which has sucked, but thankfully I'm able to actually stream today and stuff. Like, I spent most of my weekend playing this, and then, like, whenever I got a bit of time, I played bits and pieces of this. Because this was the game I used to just relax instead of Minecraft for a while, because I just needed to do something that, like, gave me more of a tactical mind for a bit. There we go. Moss Mother's down. We don't get anything special for it because bosses don't drop rosary beads. Honestly, I think that's a huge missed opportunity because some early bosses feel like they don't give you much because of that. Same with the mini bosses. Well, time to spam. I mean, literally, that's what you just gotta do through this. So I tried playing on controller, but the issue is using tools is, like, absolute hell. So I found keyboard and mouse actually easier. But the things we want to try and get early on are the boomerang and the spike trap that goes up in the air. Those two are godsends for later bosses. I also want to try and get the saw and cog, like the cog beetles, because those are going to be massive. Once we get the dash skill, we're going to be dashing a lot. Okay. I will say, though, I've really enjoyed the music, and one thing I don't know if people realized is if you listen to Enter Farloom and stuff, it actually has the Green Path theme in it. Because I'm going to want to get that rosary magnet as well soon, because that's going to make a huge difference. Because the rosary magnet's going to save us a lot of time in the future. And the hunter is just a very useful one, because if we're doing the 100%, it means we have to get memory lockets anyway, and it will get multiple upgrades. And of course, if it wasn't obvious, because of the fact that we're doing, like, working on the 100% speedrun stuff, there's gonna obviously be spoilers, but that's kind of inevitable. Like, I played the whole game because I just don't trust the community to not spoil it. Like, that's the reason I didn't do it on stream. Okay. He goes across the screen. Do this, and... God, I need to really warm up today. There we go. And then right here is where it should fall. Bonk. I really need to get that better timed and, like, better placed. Stop rolling away! The fact that rosary beads just roll away so much is so annoying, and that's why I want to get the magnet thing. Okay, we have enough for the magnet thing. And I can do this. And buy this, because I know these count towards 100%. The good thing is we don't need to worry about the Hunter's Journal. So that at least is going to save us a lot of time. And we will be going around back towards Bones Bottom anyway. Make sure my soul is topped off. Because I am not good at not getting hit. Frick! As you can see, I am very bad at not getting hit. Yeah, that's how it was supposed to go. Okay. There we go. Jump up. Yeah, I have figured out a lot of the best ways to get around this early bit of the game, sheerly from all of this. Gonna need this anyway, so just grab it while I can. I will say, when I first played this, there were certain things that happened for me that my friend's like, "You did what?" Because I kept finding random secrets, and I'm like, "What? You're telling me you didn't know about blank?" We do want to grab the artifacts, mainly because that's going to make us some rosaries that will save us time later. Anyways, just grab the rosary string. Every rosary counts in this, because we also need to buy the maps, we need to get the compass, and I was too far. Because I remember the hell that was 100%, but I also remember being like, oh, I know a great way to do this. And I know there are, like, specific endings I'm gonna need to get as well. Because you need to get all 3 of the endings at least. I'll need to get that later. Boop, boop. Why, hello there. I don't know why, it's just become an internal thing for me that whenever I meet up with Shakura, I just have to do the taunt. Okay, I need the Mosslands map. I'll need to buy the other maps from her, but I will buy them over time. Because I need to buy the quill. Like, either way. I should have used this beforehand. Oh, wrong thing. I always press Q to open my inventory, so it always opens up to that. And it's something I've been meaning to break, but I never do. Okay, we got the maps. That's important. We'll need to get the bench over here eventually, too. But that's a later worry. Then we'll take care of Bellbeast. There we go. Why can't I hit him all of a sudden? I was able to hit him earlier. I know I could. Unless that somehow got patched within, like, the last 2 days. Which, honestly, is very possible, knowing me. Okay. Grab these. Boop, boop. I need every rosary bead I can get. There we go. I mean, I do need to kill them for rosary beads anyway, but... Okay. Because I still need to go up. Yeah, because I can't get the bench until I get the... Oh, almost forgot about these. Those 5 matter. You just need so many rosaries early game, especially in Steel Soul, because I found so many good ways to get past certain bits. And it's why I'm trying to get the Magnetite ring whenever possible. Of course, it's not the main focus, but it's something we're going to want to worry about. It's honestly nice to just kind of be back after so long. Shink! There we go. Ah. Bonk, bonk. There we go. Watch that one bead actually be important. I can't remember if this heals you when you do it, so I'm just but I do know it fills your silk up, so. And then this is the fastest I've like these are the fastest that you'll ever see the text go, it feels like. Silk skill. Like, I've gotten pretty good at going through early game. Way too good at just figuring out, like, what's good and what's not. The Magma Bell is useful, but it has its flaws. But since we're going for 100%, that also matters a lot, too, for what we do, because it means we have to do all of these frickin' annoying-ass quests, in even the ones that I really don't want to do again, but know I have to. Perfect. Go down. This is a time save. If I actually grab it. And then we don't need to heal. We'll heal when we get to the bench. But first, we need to go to the druid. Because we can also make... Because once we get all the moss berries, we're going to come back and sell them anyway. So we will get stuff for it. Me having to rapidly press my frickin'... And I'm also debating turning the sound down just a little, because that's like one of the things that's just always pretty loud in this. There we go. Give me my druid eye. This druid is crazy, but I don't mind. Even if we don't manage to finish this, like, in record time for the achievement, it's still going to be useful because it's going to help me figure out more of pathing for late game, because I already need to do it in Steel Soul. So it's like... That one, with Steel Soul, I'm willing to take more time, but just knowing the pathing saves me so much time in the end, too. Yeah, we just need to go this way. I know there is secret areas, but that's the least of my worries right now. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. Then bop, bop, bop. And here is the jackpot. This is where I get a lot of my early game funds. Then you have the mossberry over here, which we will come back to get. But we will have to go backwards for that one. Let's quickly grab everything that fell. Every rosary matters. Because the time save it's going to save us against the later shit is 100% worth it. Got our first spool fragment. God, I will say, you start to miss-sprint every time you die in Steel Soul, because it's just, you get so used to it for a bit, and then it's gone. In a matter of, like, seconds. That's the annoying part of Steel Soul in this. Okay, it's going over there. Meaning I should be able to... Fuck! I'll have to grab it eventually. But right now... I need this. And then the rest I'm going to save. And while we're here, I can also grab stuff once we beat the Bell Beast. While I could have teleported here after, I did debate doing it. I wanted to get this Silk Spool. Okay. Yeah, because I've gotten pretty good at, like, understanding where I am on the map, which definitely helps. Okay. That is a dead end, if I remember right. God, there's so many things. Oh yeah, I could have gone that. I really could have gone that way, and I didn't even think about it. Because of the fact that I just... Oh wait, yeah, I can't. I forgot to frickin' drop it. That's on me. Brain. This is what I get for waking up as late as I did and staying up as late as I did. There we go. Now we can actually have the music a little louder. I love the music in this game so damn much. Sorry, I just love hearing that swell. Some of the areas are too loud, others are too quiet. There, we'll just do that. That's probably like my biggest gripe when it comes to like the sound. Is some of the areas like blast your eardrums out, the others don't. And it's like, why? But there's a lot of good stuff in this game too. Despite its flaws, I enjoy it. Okay. Frick. What I get for going the wrong way. Just trying to remember half the stuff I need to do. There we go. That will get that down. Hello. Goodbye. While I should grab that bench, I'm not anytime soon. Because right now, we have something more important to do. Hello, buddy. Okay, let's go. Dang it. Oh. Okay. Bo-bo. Ow. Doopa 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 doo doo doo. There we go. Boom. I always try to heal when I can because I know very well I can make one mistake and screw up my entire run. There we go. So I did learn a strat to this in my Steel Soul because for some reason, and this is a glitch I have consistently had, where I don't know why, but the Bell Beast just, after I beat it, like most of the time, Hornet just never ends up waking up. And I've never figured out why. There we go. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, witness the waking. Uh-huh. Consume Silk Heart. I need to make sure it does this. I've already tested it. It has to do that or else it doesn't fully. Okay, then I do this. $27 minutes, damn. Definitely worse than my best time, but definitely better than it has been in the past. Hello, Belbeast. I will need to travel back to the Marrow to grab the Pilgrim Shawl stuff, but first, I need to get to Deep Docks and whatnot. Boom, 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 boom. I have memorized this way too. I mean, my friend who's literally beaten all of Hollow Knight thousands of hours and has their own Greifswald Silksong has even admitted that, yeah, I play too much. I've played way too much. I have over double their hours. Last I checked. I very much, despite its flaws, love this game. Okay. Once we get Dash, we unlock a lot of stuff. I need this for the craft metal. And bonk. You know, normally I'd run away, but I honestly just did not care this time. Ah, fuck. That's on me. I know very well I could have made it, but... This is what happens when you don't play for enough time and you're just like, God, I need to warm up. Well, they're dead. Okay. And it should just be, like, a pretty easy grab. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't care. Well, they're screwed. I hate those things. Like, half the time I don't get hit by it, the other half I do. There's no in between. It's always hit or not get hit. And boom. That opens up a passageway for later. Okay, that's Hunter's March. I did not mean to fall fully, because I almost forgot about this. There we go. That should make it so I have exactly enough, if not close. Then we can go in here. Get the map updated as well. Not that that matters as much. I am going to want the shards, because once we get access to the shard stuff, we are going to want to do the donations for some of them because we do get some good rewards out of it. That reward is percentage. You know what, this will at least help early on. Now here's the thing, we could do the deep docks strat. This is a fast strat, but it still works. It's just a little more unpredictable. Ah, crap, I should have moved. Damn it! That's on me. I am not warmed up enough for today. You know, I probably could have warmed up with Steel Soul this morning, but I didn't. I didn't take the time to do it because I was more worried about just starting off sooner than normal today. I'm surprised he actually did that attack 2 times in a row. He normally doesn't for me. I really should have gone for consistency. Like, whenever I do Steel Soul mode, I always go for consistency. And I really should. Ow. God, today is not my day. I'm starting to remember why I'm not good at speedrunning. I mean, even then, there's so much that I need certain things to grab. There we go. Anyways, I'm gonna need these. Oh, God. I need to get better. So much better. It's always these areas of Hunter's March and stuff that really just get me the most. We're gonna need these for 100%. Because the fleas are annoying as hell. Once I get my dash attacks, we are gonna be golden. Anyways. Ouch. Grab this. I always forget about that. I use this guy to get enough silk so I can actually heal before the gauntlet. There we go. I don't have my normal that I use for this gauntlet, but I honestly don't care. Come on. Bonk. Okay. There, Sakura. Thank you. Damn it, I missed. I really don't like Silk Spear compared to the other skills. Damn it. Well, at least now I actually have things I need. Today is not my day. Then again, normally I do not worry about this much. Because instead of going the normal slow pace I go at to get everything prepped for Steel Soul, I'm not. And I've gotten so used to that type of fighting style. I mean, I've gotten a lot better with Hunter than I used to be, just from Steel Soul alone. Damn it. Anyways. There we go. Bonk. 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 Anyways. I will say, the Savage Beastfly, or as I've just called it, Vengefly, the annoying Vengefly from Hell, I always just wait till later to do, because the Beast Crest isn't worth it for anything until we start getting memory lockets. Because then it's actually like, okay, we can use that so we can get multiple upgrades really quickly. Because by that point, we have the wall climb ability as well. There we go. This one is literally up to luck if you can dodge all of their attacks, just because if they do the wrong combination, you're fucked. Thank you, Sakura. Also, this is totally how I would talk to my short friends. And I know very well they don't care if I do or not. Cool. Hunter's March map. I don't need the markers yet, but I will need them in the future. Heal up. Bonk. 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 I need to get better at this one. But thankfully, I can just wonk, wonk. They just get absolutely destroyed. Hey, 22. Hope you're doing well today. I am just kind of existing today. But who isn't, basically? But the main plan today is just get some of this stuff done. Just woke up. I feel that. I woke up, did my morning routine, and then was like, you know what, I'm going to set up for stream earlier than I normally do, so that I can get some of that stuff done. And I didn't think about warming up this morning, which then led to me just overall playing poorly. And I know it's going to last for a while, too, because when I'm actually warmed up, I do a lot better. And when I actually take my time on things, and I'm not worried about, do I want to do the speed run on this first time? Oh yeah, I've already 100% of the game. I have almost every achievement. I'm just missing 5. The Steel Soul, the Speedrunner, and a hidden achievement that I have an idea as to how to get. Because my friend gave me a hint because they didn't care about spoiling themselves with it. And the only hint I have is it's related to a quest line with a crest. And there are a total of 3 I can think of. And one of them makes more sense than the others. Well, technically 2 of them. But because there are 2 you more directly get, but then there's one that you can get sidewise. And it really just depends what you prefer. But yeah, I've beaten the game. I've fought every boss. I've dealt with the fleas. Yeah, you're the one that stays. And I will say, Steel Soul is hell. Seen up to Clockwork. Oh yeah, the Clockwork Dancers is really sad once you learn more about their lore, because there's a lot of stuff you can do. A lot of people forget you can use the needle in places, and you'll actually see, like, parts of history. So, for example, this is a completely optional thing you can find, but there's a point that Lace in the cathedral near one of the elevators, Lace mentions something about a sister. Now, since I've beaten the game, I know a bit more because I've found more secrets, but that's the most I'll say, since you haven't beaten it. But I just love those little bits of, like, hidden dialogue, because it also has unlocked some cute secrets as well. As some, like, interesting ones. Because you'll actually have people sing as well. Like, some of the NPCs sing. By some, I mean most of them. And you find out that, like, for example, there's this one NPC, sounds really weird, but frickin' has the most majestic singing voice out of nowhere. It's like, what the hell? And I just find that hilarious. Or like with Sherma, there's a point you can find them. It's like a rare chance you find them if you actually go to the area soon enough. But because it's a spa, and this is a missable thing that only happens once, and it doesn't matter to the story. But like, if you actually play your needle in, they'll splash the water instead of using the dings. So it's just the splash of water instead while they sing, and it's adorable. Also, I will tell you, Gold hates Sherma. In his words, he hates Sherma because they're making a quote-unquote mockery, apparently, of Mila. Don't even have the game, you've been watching your brother play it. That's fair. For me, I was already a Hollow Knight fan, so I basically just kind of did it. I have my gripes about the difficulty spikes, like early game, etc. But I will give credit to Team Cherry for actually going out of their way to patch stuff that people complained about. And I will say, it annoys me the amount that are just like, oh, people just want it to be beaten like this, etc. Or, oh, it's just peer pressure, when in reality, they're genuine criticisms. Like, mind you, I 100%ed the game before the first patch. But even I can admit when something is, like, too difficult to a point that it doesn't feel rewarding, but just feels difficult to be difficult and punishing, with no, like, difficulty for fun levels. Like, the best way I've seen it described is Dark Souls 2. It has so many good elements, but it still has so many flaws. And that's the truth of it. I still love the game, though. I've enjoyed every second of playing it, despite how frustrating it can be. Because I am a Metroidvania fan. And I've always liked the Hollow Knight universe, and I like the expansions on lore that you can find, because I've always been the type of person, when I first play through a game, I will search for all the lore I can. I will look up, down, left, right, all sorts of ways. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Like, Elden Ring DLC was one thing, but, like, a lot of people who say, oh, it's supposed to be difficult, is for Hollow Knight fans, forget the fact that Team Cherry said that it was supposed to be something that even non-Hollow Knight fans could walk in on and enjoy, which is a huge thing. I know, like, when they nerfed Sister Splinter, I was just like, I am surprised. I found that fight pretty easy, because it's... But I can also see part of the difficulty if you don't realize the vines can be broken. I found that out by accident, like, early on into the fight, so it made it a bit easier for me. I'm curious, what crest does your brother usually use? Because I usually use Reaper, but I've been using the Hunter a lot more since I've been starting Steel Soul. Because the Reaper relies a lot more on, like, getting into the thick of it. Hello, Forge Daughters. Damn it! I forgot to frickin' do this. Yeah, the Sting Shards are godsends early game. He's been using the Hunter. Yeah, my friend Gold has been too. It's one of those things of, I preferred the Reaper because I like getting into the thick of it usually. But since I've started Steel Soul, I've been using the Hunter a lot more. I will say... Hello, Lace. I will say, though, if we ever do get, like, a God Home type mode, I could totally see them... I'm so used to this being way more difficult. But Yeah, I don't really need to focus too much on this fight because I've found so many ways around it, but like the mark of the beast for the crest, like the crest of the beast is so like bad comparatively, but it would be so good in a boss rush mode. And I feel like if we do get a boss rush mode, that's where it's going to really shine. Or if it gets like some buffs, because the fact that it does that specific down is so annoying. I don't know if so, but what if boss rush mode? Oh yeah. The boss rush mode idea would be so good for Silksong because Hollow Knight had it with Godhome. And dead. Yes, I did count the hits I made. Is that a bit crazy? Probably. And now I'm actually not locked. Perfect. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, because Silksong doesn't have it, but I feel like if it did, the Beast Crest would be so much better because it gives you a Berserk mode. And I feel like that'd be useful. One that is really powerful, that I have found is like there's later crests that are just all of them have their own uses. Like I've seen people use the Wanderer a lot because it's like quick slash. And then I'm just here like I used the Reaper because I liked having more of my silk and being in the thick of it because I got really good at using it against fast bosses where it allows me to, like, it really helped me learn the patterns of bosses a lot better than the Hunter did. And that's part of why I did it. I may be weird, but I do have my own strategies of crazy. Hello, Chakra! And I would love this map, please. But yeah, I have spent my fair share of time with this. And I've really enjoyed it. Hello, Fourth Chorus. Bye, Fourth Chorus. Just, fuck! Just casually saying hi to the later boss that is, like, obvious beyond belief. I will say, my first time playing, my first thought seeing it was, yep, that's gonna be a boss later. I know you'll probably hear my spacebar here and there when I'm, like, spamming through things that give me quests. Because it's one of those things that's just, like, I need to do. I wish that it would speed up the actual, like, text boxes more. Like, there was an option for that. Mainly because it makes my life a lot easier. Because I'm also a very fast reader. Like, most people in my normal life can tell you that, who have seen me read messages and stuff. Like, I read very fast. It doesn't mean I always fully comprehend it at first. Sometimes it takes a few moments. But my brain is able to just read all those words and understand most of them pretty well. And boom. Really? That didn't count? Normally it does. That's annoying. Yeah. Huh, normally that does 2 damage, I thought. I haven't played, like, much with the patch. Because like, I just never really care enough to, like, pay too much attention in Steel Soul outside just my overall, like, not dying side. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. We need a few more spine cores, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And there we go. I know what to do. I have to be close. On our way back to the house, we should very easily be able to get it. I really need to grab the Pilgrim Shawl quest as well. Perfect. We have enough. Okay. Ouch. Been getting back into Risk of Rain, only missing one achievement after doing the achievement grinding. Nice. Yeah, I heard, but so I don't know if you heard, that actually reminds me, Binding of Isaac got an update that is insane. Oh my gosh. Oh, there go ads. I'll wait till the ads are done to talk more about it, but okay, we got our Drifter's Cloak. Let's get a Mask Shard, because we are going to want those. Like, early Mask Shards are very important. So if we can get free ones without having to pay, 100% worth it. Surprise ad jump scare moments. Yes. Boo! An ad! Ah! There we go. Okay, I can go bump. Then I can go boom. There we go. Wump. And wump. Bum. There we go. I will say, the fact the bind actually, like, does that is so nice. Because it literally, like, stops you midair. And it's super useful for getting quick movements. Lower your head. Rah! Huh. There we go. Bonk. 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 Surprise ad, jump scares over. Cool. Meaning I can talk about this. So, I don't know if you saw the Binding of Isaac update for the newest update for Binding of Isaac. But they added external item descriptions as part of the game. So, like, you actually get that. It's so cool. Not only that, but they made loads of changes, so, like, every golden trinket now has, like, a use in some form and has an effect. They did a bunch of, like, upgrades to items and stuff. Like, they did a lot. It's kind of crazy. It's also really good for the game. Cool. 30. I need 40 for the bell station, if I remember correctly, right? Still on point. But, yeah, they've made so many changes to, like, Binding of Isaac and so many of the other games I played. We also have a set release window now for Terraria's next update, which is coming sooner than we thought. Which is even crazier. Like, we have really come a long way from the beginning of some of these games. There's an item description, kind of funny. It doesn't tell you what it actually does. Not surprised. You may be wondering why I'm willing to spend the money on this, but now we don't need to worry about it ever again. Now we can just access that as needed. I'm surprised at how many people didn't figure that out as, like, super soon, because Hollow Knight's pretty good about doing that, it feels like. I will say, though, for those who haven't seen the ending of this, it is so good. The item ukulele description, his music is electric. Jesus Christ. There's so many games I've wanted to eventually play and, like, finish. Also, one of the things I did get since last time I streamed anything with a controller, because I've tried controller with this, but it just hurts my hand because of how you have to do it to use items. Keyboard's just easier. But basically, I now have a thing that I no longer have to do the wireless stuff for my controller, and I can just automatically go and do it with a lot more ease. So that should help with not only better controller usage, but also a lot more games in the future. I don't need to worry about, like, keyboard as much because of it. So it means I'll actually be able to play a little bit better on some of those games, too. Because there won't be any input delay. And it means I don't need to make sure certain things are set up in the same way. I had to get a USB extender, though. So now I have extra USBs by using one USB slot. These guys suck! The bell throwers are probably one of the most annoying enemies in this game. Just because they snipe you out of nowhere, and sometimes the bell will bounce right into you out of nowhere. Get these back. Hello, Noon. I love New. Such an adorable character. But also very weird. Thank you. Now I got the Hunter's Journal. The fact that this is the only part of the Hunter's Journal you need to worry about doing is the quest part of it is so nice. Because there's some really weird things. Come on. I am getting really good at parrying off of those tridents. Like, way too good at that. Because I've been able to parry off those tridents a lot more, like, consistently than I probably should be able to. Damn it. Thank you. Now I can open this up. Because I didn't do what I normally do for Steel Soul, I am way less on rosaries than I used to be. But I am okay with that. I am not looking forward to Morwing. Because Morwing is just annoying. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. And we can get some more rosary beads. Snip, snip, snip. I will say, when the first one of these guys went through the floor, it scared the living hell out of me because I didn't expect it. Hello? Hello? Mr. Scissors? I think we need to clip that one because I did not expect to see that. If someone clips that, I would be very grateful because then I don't have to rely on my horrible memory. I also officially can say that I have been diagnosed with OCD, which is like, finally. Not just one type, but multiple types, which explains a lot. It honestly explains way too much. Had a great D&D session with my friends as well, being a player finally. So that's been pretty nice. I just... like, the amount of glitches in this game alone should say a lot for what I have found. I've had this issue sometimes in the water where I just fall through the water and I don't know why. But it's so annoying because then I have to save and quit just so I can actually, like, use what I need. And heal up. You know, normally I have, like, a full extra mask by now when I'm doing Steel Soul because I play so carefully. But honestly, I don't care enough. Especially since they nerfed Morwing and stuff, it's been very odd. There's Morwing. Bum. Yep. I was waiting for that dive. Damn it, I missed. Dang it. Heal up. The fact that I can parry that is crazy. Dang it, There we go. There we go. Now Morwing is down. Just clipped it. Thank you, because that was such a weird moment. Anyways, Morwing's down. Also, I don't know if you know the secret here. You can actually, like, become part of Bellheart's, like, plight just by saving and quitting, and then coming back after you sit on the bench. Okay. Cool, we have enough we can get the Bell Station. You know, I know it's not confirmed, but I like to think this is where the original Bell Station comes from. But yeah, once we get the Needle and stuff, we're gonna have so much we need to go back and grab, because we still need to grab Greymoor's Bell. But the reason I want to do Widow first is then we have several reasons to go back to Greymoor instead of just one. Jesus. It always feels like those guys take so much longer than they should. Then I can go up here. I'm not really worried about Long Pin right now. That's one we can come back and get later as needed. There we go. Okay. Anyways, I will say the stick bugs are probably one of the more annoying enemies in this. But, jeez. There we go. This is going to be a very important bench for several things. There's those little shits. This will save us time later. And then we can go through here. Quickly buy a map. For Bellheart, Greymoor we'll worry about later. because we will be able to get it on our way back to getting the bell, if I remember correctly. Okay. Then we can grab that. And I'm trying to remember. Yeah, this one is closed for now. Because we need to do the Sister Splinter fight first. But we can quickly do this. And then bump. Drop down. And yeah, we have to go back around, but it also gives me a chance to do this. Because we need this quest done quite quickly, too, for one of the other things. Because if I remember correctly, this NPC has stuff behind it that we actually need for one of the crests. Or at least an item. At least we get items we'll need to get crests. If I remember correctly, it's been a bit since I've done some of these wishes, like, in full, outside of Steel Soul, especially, because Steel Soul changes a lot. Hello, goodbye, boink. And now you're gonna see why I find that bench very important. Because I actually always forget you can, like, knock those back at them. And then boom, 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 boom. Then I can go through here. Oop. And then collected. And now we just go right back to the bench. Simple as that. You know, for having such a botched run, for, like, just trying to do it for the first time, like, actually trying to do the speedrun side of this for the achievements, I'm actually surprised I'm doing as well as I am. But yeah, Sister Splinter shouldn't be too bad as long as I'm careful. Frick! I do that every single time. Without fail. You'd think I would have learned by now, but no. Dang it. Did they weaken these guys? I know they used to do more damage. Sorry, that just caught me off guard, because I usually don't get hit by them. Okay, so that one dealt 2 damage. Do they just overall do less damage than they used to, or am I going crazy? Because I feel like I might be going crazy. Because I feel like I don't remember them doing one mask normally. Like that. Maybe it was just I got lucky with the hit. I don't know. Okay. Shit. And then I can easily just do that. Boom, 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 boom. I just got stuck in a trap there. You know, I think the reason I did so good on Steel Soul mode is probably because I was not only more warmed up, but also because I was smarter about what I was doing. And I really should be. I need to get good again. What one day of no Silk Song does to a man. Jokes aside, yeah, this is... There we go. Okay. She just killed her frickin' guy. And dead. There we go. That time it actually worked. Jeez. Damn it. You know that was put there to heal. Like... There we go. Boing. Wow. First time I haven't done that, like, flawlessly in a while. But that's okay. There we go. Finally. Wall climb. I missed this ability. Right, I have to jump down here. I accidentally hit the bind button. That was a waste. Wasting my own resources, like always. Okay. Burmas! Grab the rosaries. There we go. I need to open up this room over here. And boom. Hello, Widow. Ow! I love this fight. I think it's a really fun one. Do 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 do. Do do do. Yeah, I didn't have anything to place down, so there was no point in actually, like, getting ready for it much more. There we go! Give me your soul! Anyways, as we were doing, the Needlin. Also, it's definitely supposed to be a mandolin. Like, it's definitely is, like, mandolin inspired. 100%. I mean, with how it looks and everything, just feels that way. Now is a good time to grab the Reaper's Crest and several of the memory lockets. Fuck. And boom. Flashbang! Oh boy. I've actually really missed streaming. But it's nice to finally just have most of that stuff over that I've needed. Hey FNAF, hope you're doing well today. This is such an ominous thing, and it's just the fact that that's how big the Weaver harps are, yet somehow Hornet can fit them in her pockets is insane. Oh, song sustains. Ooh. I'm actually surprised I've made it this far so quickly, because normally I don't, despite the, like, flaws. Just found you had that sub. Huh. Neat. Sometimes I have had those moments where it's like, someone gifted me a sub? Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you. That's gonna matter. I am so excited because now so much has unlocked for us. I forgot to grab the Coral Commandment too, back when we were in the Moss home area. Okay, because I remember where some of this stuff is. We'll grab the missing courier, and we'll loop around. That's the plan, at least. Okay, do I have any beads? Okay, I do not have enough for the memory locket on me. Even if I sold the stuff, I'm quite sure I wouldn't. I don't think the artifacts count to 100%. I'm not 100% sure because I did them so quickly before I could even find the completion percentage stuff. There we go, another 90. I believe we need 330 for the memory locket. Hello, Pinmaster. I would like an upgrade, please. Ah, yes, I saved your town. Now save my frickin' nail. Thank you. I do like the little tidbits of lore that you get for sharpening the nail and stuff, like, oh yeah, from a now extinct tribe, like, oh. Extinct, you say? Because, like, they talk about so many stuff, because, like, one of the things that's mentioned is Hornet's Needle being from, like, the hive of Hallownest. And her learning from them. Yeah, 330, I was right. Like, it's the small little tidbits like that. Actually, wait, I need to get the bells, right? Yeah, let's get the bells quickly, because those shouldn't be too bad. Also, I love the music for this area, because I just like the bells in it. I'm a big bell nerd. Just gotta keep my eyes open for any little silver little shits. Wherever they may be. And we can grab rosaries while we're in here. Nothing? Ouch. Bonk. There's that guy. Nothing over there. Oh! God, I always forget how quickly they respawn. Ah! I honestly forgot that guy was even there. Give me some soul. I will say, I have not seen a single one of the silver bells yet. I hope we do. Like, I know they randomly have a chance to just fall from the sky and whatnot, but still. Fuck. Oh! Well, he died? Anything? No? Wait. Oh. He just died. Yeah, this is how we get to this area. I'm just gonna do this quickly. This place is falling apart. Oh yeah, it constantly is. Like, Bellheart's Bellway crap is always falling apart. Okay, if I can get enough beads from this area, which I should be able to, hopefully, I actually will be able to afford that memory locket. And I will say, yikes. But also, we'll know when we see the silver bell. It is very much glowy. We need 8 of them, too, which normally I find them by now. Or at least find 1. But I just have horrible luck today. You have 0 idea what's going on? Fair. I am just doing a side quest because it is important to 100%. Anyways, now that he's dead. Any bell, any bell, any bell. Really? How? Not even a single one. I should have found one by now. Like, what the hell? Not even over here. Am I really this unlucky today? Normally I find, like, at least one in one of the areas. Jeez. And, like, they'll randomly fall from the ceiling, but I'm not gonna just wait here forever because that would be boring. But I am going to, like, double... Ugh! For a moment, I was like, is it? Nope, it wasn't. Okay, we need to go through Shellwood. We'll take care of this... I'll take care of the bell thing later. I mean, the thing is, it's literally a random chance to spawn in any of those bell areas. I do need this, because that's for another thing entirely. Then we can break through here. Perfect. Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't have the map for this area yet. Then I can drop here. I love that you get the Dash Master from the first game's thing. Just... Oh wait, yeah, now I remember what that is. It's for the courier. Not my first worry right now. Because I already know where the courier is. I want this guy. Ouch! There we go. I don't care that this is a graveyard. I need the rosary beads. Kaeya's commits grave robbery on stream. Totally not morally okay, but eh. Definitely not the weirdest thing that's come out of my mouth on stream. What's wrong with grave? I mean, after a point, it's no longer grave robbing, it's archaeology. You just need a certain amount of years. The actual time frame, not fully known. But after enough time, it does become archaeology. So you could say I'm just being an archaeologist. Fun fact, I originally almost did, like, go to school for archaeology. Little Kaeya's fact. Kaeya's almost became an archaeologist. I have a lot of weird, random little tidbits in my life that are just like, oh yeah, I almost did blank. Thanks for the posture check. I actually was shrimping really hard there. Unintentionally. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, because we need to get all these we need to get all 5 bells for the boss coming up too in the blasted steps. I am not looking forward to that. Anyways. Meow. Hello, courier. Uh-huh. Beast, beast, beast. Ooh, boy. It's a beast. Goodbye. And then I can move all the way over here, grab the Coral Commandment. Ow. Die to some spikes for a bit. Dash over to here. And do this. Thank you for the moss berry. Now I can come over here. Damn it, I don't have enough for bone bottom repairs. Normally I do, but yeah. Die horribly, taking notes. Exactly. Garb of the Pilgrim. Volatile flint beetles. Terrible tyrants. And I don't have a memory locket, but I do have quite a lot of stuff I just want to mark off. Now I can sit here and I'm just going to double check, yeah. Because I couldn't remember if it shows on the notes or not. Okay, I know where the flint beetles all are just because I've done this quest several times in the Pursuit of Steel Soul, because those memory lockets are important. Cool. Then I get to go here. My hair keeps falling in front of my face, and it's so annoying because it's one tiny frickin' strand, but it's just enough to curl up into my eye, and it's so annoying. There we go. We can now buy a memory locket. So that's one. And then we can do this. And we can go over here and get locket number 2. And do I not have the Pilgrim Guard? Huh. Oh wait, no, I do. I just can't take his garb. I wonder why. Maybe it's because I'm middle of battle. Anyways. Memory locket. Bonk. Bonk. There we go. Anyways. And we'll get a bunch of shards over time. I just am gonna need to grab more. Avoid the explosions. Preferably. Flint Gem. And that is Flint Gem 1. And I missed. Fuck! I saw it and was like, damn it, I can't do anything at this point. But I'm gonna need to get it anyway, so we'll grab it on the way. Yep, I am very much dead. Oh yeah, there's this guy here too. You know, I can do it without getting my stuff back, so let's just... There's the second one. Yeah, this is the way. And I'll just take their clothes. You know, saying that out loud sounds a lot worse. Not even purposefully either. That just sounds a lot worse because that's literally what we are doing. Like, it's not wrong. It's just weird to say out loud. Okay, and the last Flint Gem, if I remember correctly... Time to actually take care of this. Oh my god, I just realized I completely forgot about the flea. And I need the flea for 100%. Poor... Kaya's moments. Just gonna do this. We'll get more shards. I am a mess. As always. Do that. Okay, then I come over to here, and I can... Let's go grab my shit. I will say, most things do 2 damage in this, which is not fun. They at least have some form of doing 2 damage at least. And that becomes annoying. There is a boss later on that I know has the ability to deal up to, like, 5 masks in one single, like, attack set that it has, and it is so annoying. Because with how short the invincibility frames are, the fact that you get hit for double damage, and then a single damage super easily because of how the boss works. And it's insane. And then do that. And try not to do that. Grab a bunch of rosaries. Why, hello there! Then we can guarantee this. Add that. We still need to get more fleas, but that should not be too hard. There's 30 in total, but it's not bad. Like, the fact that there's only 30 instead of the, like, God, how many grubs were there in the first game? Oof. That is like the high end of what you can get. That is severely unlucky. Well, I ain't getting that. I really wish I could just set it so I don't have long ads and I don't get the ads when people join in, because otherwise I would totally have it differently. And then heal up. I don't even know how I managed to do that so quickly unintentionally. I would like this thing's clothing. I think the crazy part is it actually, like, takes it off. Like, it is such a small thing, but it's also like, damn. Damn it. God, I need to frickin' warm myself up on this. I could actually quickly get there, but I don't have a good way to do it without one specific way. Maybe we'll actually find a silver bell on the way, too. Who knows? But this will be quicker. Actually, do I have enough yet for this? Oh, wait, I have none on me. Brain. Ah, yes, let's see how many beads I have on me after I died. It's the good boy! Canonically, every time you hit it with your nail, / needle, as it's called in this, the needle, it is petting him. He enjoys it. It's a canonical thing. And I find that so damn cute. When you're faster than the elevator. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. That's awkward. Very awkward, actually. There we go. I think one of my favorite areas for music is, like, music-wise, is a lot later, but it is so damn good. Silver Bell! Finally! The gods have answered my prayers! And a second one! Oh, joy! Okay. It's just, Flint Gem. Okay, where are we in terms of money in game? Okay, we have a lot. So, this is going to be a pain in the butt, but we do want to go through here because I want to get something really powerful for late game and early game because of just the sheer amount of damage it can do. And that is the Curve Claw. Because the Curve Claw does so much damage if you can get it right, because at most with some of the biggest bosses, I've gotten it to hit, like, the most I was able to count was that's what it sounded like. It was like 8 to 9 hits within a matter of just like one throw. And it's kind of crazy that you can even deal that much in the first place with a simple item. Anyways. Because, yeah, you can deal a lot of damage with it, and it's so satisfying. Let's get to the bench real quick. There we go. Wait! Oh my god, I almost forgot to... I almost forgot. My brain just did not take enough time to fully process it first. Let's get a bunch of shards. And then... Why did it not jump? Hello there. I will need this. And this. And I'm doing the quick way because I don't want to go through that again. Because the boomerang is insanely powerful. Now, what I can do is once I grab my memory lockets that I still have left, we will be able to get quite a lot of unlocks. And that's not just for memory lockets either. I went the wrong way. Ouch. This is where I meant to go. Did I ever open... Oh. Well, if I opened it or not, I don't know. But I'll find out. Yeah, I just didn't open the bottom one. Okay, so from here, I need to grab a few things. Because there we go. Because the Flintstone knife is going to be important for later, as well as a bunch of other stuff. But I'm going to use this chance to get over to Greymoor. Here comes the boy! There we go. I love the Bell Beast. It's so damn cute. Just look at that face. Such a cute face. Oh my god. Grab. And then, yeah, get that. You sent the request. And I shall slay these birds. And in the process, I will get a map and more. Grab your clothes. Grab your clothes. And your clothes. And I still need to go back to Bone Bottom to turn in some stuff. Because I only need like 12 of these shawls. I'm quite sure there's a later one that requires 15, but I'm not at that point yet. Hello there, Chakra. I want the Greymoor map first, because that is more important to me right now. And actually, I can do this. I can buy the Shellwood map, and then I have not enough left for anything else important. I'll eventually need to buy the pins, but that's for later. Come on. Come on. Come on, birdie. There we go. Rag pelts. And I will grab all of those later after I deal with... I hate the damn rats in this game. These rat mites, like, I have so much hatred for them because they always appear out of nowhere, it feels like. Dang, that was one hell of an uppercut. I'm basically just ripping their feathers off for stuff. Yeah, these craws are quite annoying too, just because the sounds. There's the first one. Come on. There he goes. Dead. There we go. There we go. Boom. And this is like such a great area for the rosary beads. Oh, don't want to miss that. Grab those. Wait till they magnetize to me. Perfect. And we should have gotten most of the rag pelts we need. And the rest we can easily get. Dead. Boink. Boink. Oh. Perfect. And save the flea. This is like a perfect area to get not only the wishes granted, but just everything else. Frick. There we go. You know, I'm not even mad that I missed that. I'm just annoyed at myself for mixing that. Perfect. Because I'm not going to sit at this bench. And then that will go off, and then we need to go to the Temple of the Reaper. Boom! Okay, to the Temple of the Reaper we go. Yeah, he ain't coming back. Here is your rag pelts. And thank you for the quest. Perfect. Now my tools deal more damage, baby. I do want to do this for upcoming right now because I don't have the memory lock to to grab the bottom part. Upgrade it. Whatever it's called. Jeez. I always miss that. I need to get better about hitting that one. Well, that was easy. Then I can go through here, do a quick bind. Get past the snip guy. And boom. Drop down. There we go. I'm so used to having it on my down for my bind, so like down bind for Boomerang instead of up bind. But yeah, that's why it's good. I can hit so many times in a row. And even then, it's still, even with one hit, it does decent damage. As I was doing. One, two, three. Shing! This was my main crest on my first playthrough. I loved the Reaper's crest so much. Sink! Because it has very wide, higher damaging slashes that... Let's say I were to use bind like this. Watch this. I literally cause soul to, like, flood out of their bodies into little orbs. It's so nice. You know, I never realized the Morwing corpse actually stays there. At least for now it does. But I never realized that. And now I can switch back. Lost Fleas, and that I can turn in. I'm almost done with Garb of Pilgrim. But yeah, for the bells, I will need to do separately. But I can do that pretty easily. Now that we have the good boy, let's go to Bone Bottom. Meow. Just double checking. Yeah, I need just a little bit more, but by turning these in, I get myself a memory locket. And I can go over here. Boom. I could do that, but I think it's more important I do this. Fractured Mask. Then I can easily... Do. Meow. Weave Nest Atla. Okay, so there's two things I need to do. Actually, more than two things. Hello there. Hello, Eva. How are you doing today? Boom. Through nature, blah blah blah, crest this, crest that, nature, allow insight. Snap. The mark of the hunter has evolved. I've always called it the Mark of the Hunter. I don't know why. I know it's Crest, but I just like Mark of the Hunter because it's even cooler sounding. And as you can see, I also have to reattach my stuff. Damn it, I'm one memory locket short. Because I know if I have one more memory locket, it basically means I get another effect, and that's what I wanted, but turns out, did not have it. But now we can get one of the moss berries we're missing. And, like, I could do more. Oh, yep. There's the berry. I need to go around. Anyways. There's one of the moss berries we need. I already know what's coming because I have done this song and dance before. Hello again, Moss Mother. That was annoying. That's annoying because I literally could not do shit except dash. Honestly, for that fight, I'm gonna do this. I wish I could use both right now. I just need another memory locket, which is easier said than done. Ouch. Anyways. Then I can do that, and we're just gonna run. There goes the first. The one thing about not having health bars is you have no idea how close it is to dead or not. There we go. Oh my god. But Weave Light is super useful for later on when we have some of the platforming sections, because as we get certain things, we'll just be able to go phew, boom, phew, boom. Makes life a lot easier. Then I can go like this. Damn it, I missed. Perfect. Then, we now also have an upgraded silk area. Truly beautiful. Now we can use more silk. Collect all of that. And I can't reach that for now, but I can reach this. Then, yeah, I can go boom. Grab the rune harp. Ouch. Don't want to die to that. Okay, that's just annoying. Perfect. Now we just need one more, which we can now buy. Can also do this. And then drop and boom. I'm getting really good at doing this. Of course, we'll need to come back for Eva, just because we can get some upgrades that are going to be very useful for not only 100%, since it is important for 100%, but it also is a thing of those upgrades do help us with our damage output. Now I can sit, heal. Okay, we need some more of those. We're 2 shawls short, so let's go quickly do that. Like, that should be pretty easy, and we can also stop by the fleas, which should allow us to at least get that part done as well. But now, because we have an upgraded Crest of the Hunter, we can charge our attacks up, which is very important because the focus with successful strikes, if I remember correctly, does make it deal more damage. Ouch. But yeah, that fractured skull, the fractured mask, should save me quite a lot. I use it in Steel Soul mode quite a bit too, because it's like, it protects you from death once before being used up until you rest at a bench, and it's nice. Thank you, Lost Fleas. And you know what? Because you guys, I know some of you may never have seen this, I'll do it, because then it gives me a reason to quickly go to Bellheart. Because I'll get the Pilgrim Shawls eventually. Look at them. So cute, so adorable. Got the little woo faces and everything. It's just one of those things. Perfect. And thank you for my flea brew. I will need that for later. But first, let's get those frickin' silver bells. Because they can be on either thing. I mean, you have to complete the 100% in 30 hours or less. And in all honesty, my first playthrough where I did 100% is over 60. So I don't expect to make it too far, but just seeing how much I've improved at speed is also useful, because it means I can actually figure stuff out. And if I do manage to do it over the course of stream, cool. If not, 'tis sad. But I don't mind. I forgot I didn't kill him. No silver bells. There's one. That's number 3, I believe. Number 4. Anything? Nope. I will say this is probably the best way I found to farm these, is like up here compared to below, because there's so much less you can miss. And it is a random, like, spawn chance. I know that, but as you can see, this is why I have the mask. Oh, there's another. Oh, and another. Also, if I remember correctly, these little guys are called Firms, and that is such a cute little name for them. Damn it. Well, it gives me a chance to look at the progress. We're at 6. We need 2 more. Oh my gosh, we're so damn close. I can definitely find 2 more. Okay. So, the plan, I don't really know what we're gonna do with, but getting all of this stuff done now, definitely gonna be useful. Just gonna check over here. Anyways. Come on. Perfect. Oh, there's one. I almost didn't see it there. We are 1 short. Okay. And then... Nope. Nope. Oh, that almost ended poorly. Huh. I didn't know it could block silk skills. Learn something new every day. Anything? It's only 1. And I know it has a chance to just fall. So come on, game. Give me the stuff I need. It could be super obvious. I was literally just about to say it could be super obvious, and the game is like, okay. And then just drops it in front of me. Truly magical when something like that happens. Okay. Now we can do this. Deposit the silver bells. I remember why. I never got the last memory locket from Pilgrim's Way. I can also buy one from here, but I gotta do this first. And now we can actually have our setup that I want. Perfect. Now we can go through Shellwood to Blasted Steps because we've hit every bell. I think. Did we ever... I don't... Wait a minute. No, wait. Yes? No? Let me check. We hit the Deep Docks one. We hit that. We hit that. We hit that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We missed one. We missed one, I believe. because there's supposed to be 5. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. Oh, wait, no, 5 in Bellheart. Durr. I was like, wait a minute. Shit. I literally forget about the one in Bellheart every single time. Okay. Then I can do this. Bonk. You know, I'll just do this. And I can go under. Dang it, I accidentally caught their attention. Damn it. Yeah, that is the one I was thinking of. That. So we need to go up here. Well, time to take their clothes. And I will take these too. And now we have all the pilgrim shawls. But yeah, if we go back to Eva, we'd only get one thing, so it's not really worth it right now until we get some more memory lockets. Because if we have more memory lockets, we'll actually get more from her. So that should help us a lot. The Blasted Steps. At least I can get a memory locket here, too. Yeah, I need 60 for that. Yeah, when I beat the game originally, those things dealt 2 masks of damage each time you fell in, and it was hell. I know it's that guy is called a hiker, but I've always seen him as the old man. Because he sounds like an old man. Memory locket. And I fall in because I didn't jump. Yep, pretty average for me. Hello there. Sakura. Can't buy Blasted Steps yet, but... God, I hate when those bounce off things and end up hitting you. It happens so damn often. There we go. God, that one always catches me off guard. Let's see if I'm actually warmed up enough for this boss. The answer's probably no, but you never know. One thing I could go and get is I could try and gamble for the dice. I have won it through luck on my first try and like a few of my Steel Soul attempts. So it's not like I can't do it. I know I can. The worst run back of the century. This is the worst run back in the game. Because the one in later areas I know a few of, there's secret benches that are closer. This one is just hell. Like, it is part of why they lowered the amount of damage the sand guys do. Because of how bad this run back was. God, I miss my movement options I have in my actual 100% file. I'm actually surprised I made that. Time for a boss. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, that's annoying. Do I actually have to, like, talk to them to do it? Without... Okay, yeah. That's annoying. You learn more about this game every single time you play it, it feels like. Boy, I hope nothing bad happens. You killed the innocents! God, I am not ready for this boss all of a sudden. Oh, hi, Sharma. Just randomly appearing. I actually don't have my normal setup I have for this boss, because I just never went and grabbed certain things. But honestly, I don't mind. I like a bit of a challenge. Even if this boss is going to be absolute living hell. God, last time I fought Last Judge was over the weekend because I messed up on my Steel Soul and died because I managed to get caught by the frickin' flies that take you to the slab. Which, as you can imagine, was not fun. There we go. Yeah, wow. I think you can see why the boomerang is so damn good. I love this theme, though. Because it's actually, like, it's very, like, Nightmare King Grimm feeling in certain ways. Huh. Dodge. Oh, wait, shit. I don't know why I just did that. Brain just went, attack! Forgetting the fact that that's phase 3, and the final phase. I completely killed myself there on accident. Because my brain didn't think. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna do this because I know very well I will die. Like, I'm definitely not beating this in under 5 hours. Much less, I'm not sure about under 30, but it's still something. Come on. Damn it, I missed. That actually matters. Ba 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 ba. Dodge. Dead. Back off and... That sucks. You could say that she just had to have an explosive finish. Ah ha ha ha. Act 2. Honestly, I'm surprised we made it this far already. With how scuffed this run has been, I'm surprised we have made it this far. I literally did this today because I really didn't know what else I wanted to play. Because I was just like, I really don't remember, and I'm just in the mood for trying something. So, that's what I decided to do. Citadel Grand Gate. I wish that actually made this speed up, but it doesn't. But it is going to help if I keep doing this. It's gonna make this whole situation go faster. There we go. And rip. Hornet's dead. The end. Never mind. I didn't even have to worry about my fractured skull. Yeah, I don't have enough rosaries for that. Yet somehow, some way, I still don't have enough. 3, 2. Damn it! I was really hoping to crush him. It would have been hilarious. I can hear my dogs barking at something, and I really don't know what it is, and it's like, honestly, it could be anything. Actually, that actually reminds me. So, over the weekend, my parents had a garage sale because a bunch of stuff, and they were going through something like, hey, my IRL name, did you know we had a cotton candy machine? I'm like, when did we get one of those? That's how I learned that apparently at one point we had a cotton candy machine. Someone bought it, but it was like, I'm surprised we even had one in the first place. And I'm dead. Yeah, that's about right for me. Heal up. Yeah, with Steel Soul, I'm usually a lot better about not dying and not getting hurt. But then again, I also have a lot more stuff by now. Oh my god. I really... You know, I'm curious if my Steel Soul run would actually end up, like, helping me get one of those unintentionally. Because it'd be... Ow! God. It'd be really funny if it actually worked. I'm trying to remember if there's... Damn it. Normally I'm able to actually parry all of its attacks, but... Because I've done it in Steel Soul mode multiple times where I've parried that guy's, like, attacks completely. And because I don't really have a bench, I don't get my Fractured Mask back. Which is very much annoying. But it is giving me an idea of how I want to do this. There we go. I don't think I want to deal with that right now. Anything up here? Because I know there's, like, secrets I have missed. Oh? What's this? I don't remember this. But then again, I might have seen it before and just forgotten. What's this? I can speak to him. Who's there? Me cannot clear see. At ease, large one. I am in no danger to you. Me see you now, so clean, so lively. Surely did you come from above? Me time has come at last. Me work is done. You come bring me up her. You mistake me. I'm no resident of the Citadel. I'm a stranger here, though no foe to you. Stranger? Me grave mistaken. Forgive me. Them's above for me, unworthy hope. Of course me work is not done. Harder, harder. Me must work harder. I can have my own. Oh, there's like a little meter behind me. You know, I wonder what it does. I must know. I need to fill this meter now. Watch it be something dumb, like it just gives me a shard. And like it's all for nothing. potions. Are a single rosary. Wow. I didn't even realize I was too close to the edge there. Anyways. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, you have to go around for that one, if I remember correctly. Then I can go through here. Yeah, that's a rosary thing. I know that. I remember being very disappointed in it. Okay. The worst part is these don't even stay. Okay. I got everything I should need. I know there's a way to get around to the other side, and there's like, I believe it's a memory locket, but we need to move further into this before we even get to that. Yep. But I know we need to make our way over. Can do that. Do that. Go through. Brick. Okay, then I need to go this way. Oh, I forgot about this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ah. I have not been looking forward to this. Because this is the annoying climb. There we go. There we go. So I end up here where I can't get across, so I need to go this way. And then if I go this way... Frick! And I'm dead. Yep, that was expected. But at least we get our stuff back. There we go. Oh, and he burned himself alive. There we go. Okay. As soon as I saw that bat, I was like, yep, I'm dead either way. Because that bat kills you so quickly if you aren't careful. It may only do 1 damage. But God, if it doesn't become a pain in the ass. Okay. Then I can do this. Trying to remember what else is here. Ouch. God, I just need to get out of the underways. That's annoying. What's the worst part is it killed itself after. Yeah, I don't expect this to be a good run. So it's kind of like, eh? But it's worth a try at least to see how well I do. Boom. I'm surprised that actually didn't hit me. You know, I'm just gonna do this. Grab this, because it's a frayed rosary string. I can heal, and then, boom. I always forget if there's something there or not. We have made it to the Citadel. Then I can do this. And second one. Chunk. I'm actually glad that I'm, like, remembering where some of these are. Yeah, because I can't go through there. Oh, that's annoying. There we go. Okay, I know there's a few secrets here. I just need to find them. Which is easier said than done. Yeah, this is where I just came out, so trying to remember. Because there is so many little secrets. Yeah, go here. Boom, boom. One. Boom, boom. Grab some rosaries. And then whump. Grab these. And then I can easily just jump. Do that. And we are now up. Oh yeah, I need to go around. And we can now get the Citadel. Look how big this is. And that's not even the full Citadel. Well, in 3, 2, 1, there they are. And now we get ready for the first of many, many battles. Hello, Lace. Anyways, I may not be fighting you, but I already know what's gonna happen. 3, 2, 1. The fact that I have this timed is probably more on how often I have come here, only to die. Oh no, whatever will I do? Ha! Oh yeah, I can't reach that bench yet. I need to get the white key. Yeah, from here, this one is the one that has, yeah, an end. But it does come with a rosary necklace. The music in this game is so great. Oh my gosh, I still can't get over it. Christopher Larkin is so good at what he does. And then through here... I know it's one of these walls, and I can't remember if I have to get it from behind or not. I didn't have to do shit. My stuff did all the work. Boom. Ooh. Let's try and go around as well. Oh yeah, that's the way to the slab. I remember that. I mean, while nice, it would also be a pain in the butt to take care of. Can do this. Get my stuff fixed up. I am surprised that did not hit me. Ouch. And now... Hello, Sherma. This is such a cute thing, because listen to this. It does a little splashy. That opens up a secret. This opens up that door. Look at that. Free passageway. The little giggle is so damn cute. Perfect. Do I want to go to the slab? Because while I don't need to go there yet, I know I'm going to need to either way. Plus, it does unlock certain things for me. There's not much I can do here yet, but doing this early will have some effects. Frayed rosary string. Because I actually know the secret way to get through this entire area without getting captured. Then we can go down, 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 down. And then I can insert these. And we have quick access to Mount Fae. The only thing I'm missing to actually be able to climb Mount Fae is in the underways, but we need to unlock that. And once we unlock that, we'll be golden. Because, yeah, there's all sorts of little secrets and stuff. Grab that, because that'll be useful. Grab another. I am going to start freezing to death if I don't get back in. Holy moly. All I need to get, I believe, is... I don't even know if I need to get the Key of the Apostate either. I don't think I do, but I know it does unlock a lot of stuff for me. Because once I get the Key of the Apostate from, I believe it's the Putrefied Ducks is where I got it. Trying to remember for sure. I should be able to open that up completely. And just, boom, everything will be done. Here we go again. Bonk. Bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah, I should have expected that. Okay, let's just try to get the rest of the coral chambers unlocked, at least. And then I'll probably, like, end stream. Just because I have stuff I need to do still. It's been one heck of a time with a lot of the stuff going on in my life, so it's been all sorts of whack. Really thought that was going to actually get used. But nope. I'm just hoping shit calms down sometime soon. That'd be nice. A lot of the stuff going on has just been a pain, to say the least. But we'll see what happens with that. It's definitely made it quite annoying to get through some of the stuff that I've had to. That thing needs to die ASAP. It's the bell guy, if he was more annoying. No. Those frickin' robotic weaver things are so annoying. Because just the fact they take your silk is so god dang annoying. Take these. Jesus. And then heal up. And I get a bunch of rosaries. It's the only reason I needed that. Do that. Then I can go down here and bop, bop, and bop. There's all sorts of stuff. Let's just try and speed through this. Because I don't want to deal with stuff I don't need to right now. Boom. There we go. Perfect. God, the music of the Citadel alone just shows how, like, beautiful the stuff is in this area, despite its, like, destroyed, like, nature. And boom. Grab a bench. Okay, making doubly sure before I drop because I don't like these guys. They're more of a nuisance than anything else. I think I have to go around this way. Yes. And then drop. Can do that. Then we can go all the way over this way, where we get a little hint at stuff later. Use what little invincibility frames I do actually get. Oh! And now we can unlock the Beastway. This is going to be our quick teleport throughout the Citadel. Is that elevator. And boom. Double checking if I can open any secrets or not. But nope. Okay. Oh, they don't spawn yet. They must spawn later after a certain event. Can go in here quickly. And boom. I can do that. And then bind while this switches. Bonk, bump, 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 bump. There we go. Then I can easily run through here. And boom. Let's get the last bell we'll need for a long time. Yes. I can't remember if there's any more or not off the top of my head. Boom, 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 boom. God, I love that. Ah, a nice little seat. Okay, we have one memory locket, so we can unlock stuff. I need to stop, so we'll need to, so here's what we're gonna need to do. We're gonna need to get one, more memory lockets. I know we're like most of them are off top of my head. 2, we are going to want to get the other crests as possible. So that's something we'll have to do. God damn it, we don't have enough. We're 20 short. I know where to get some. Dead. Perfect. Now we have enough that we can get this. I still need to find the white key, and I think I remember where it is. I'm not 100% sure, though. But I know we do need it. So that's going to be annoying. Now we should run a bit longer before... Bump, bump, bump. It's not like I'm going to need my boomerangs for what's next. Thinking about it. We can at least do this before, Let's see how much I can remember of this since last time I fought it. Dung. Still one of my favorite fights in the game. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Damn it. Honestly, for not being warmed up or ready for that, I'm surprised I did as well as I did. Because last time I fought them was so long ago. Oh, yay! It actually reminds me that I need to do this. Build up Songclave, I don't have enough for. Find pins, I will grab that while we're here. And then the Wandering Merchant I will grab as well. But once we, like, get back to doing what we were doing, as you can see, now we can rest outside too. And it's just easier as we build up our, repertoire of stuff. That's annoying. Very annoying. Yeah, I believe you need double jump to actually beat the game. But it's so difficult to find if you don't know what you're looking for. That I remember when this game first came out, most people couldn't figure it out because they couldn't get past the required stuff needed. Just gonna do that real quick. Then I can heal. Okay. Do, do, Do 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 do. I love how this fight goes because it's so unique in its own little regards compared to what we've seen before in this type of stuff, and I just love it. And it has some really great stuff in it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh boy. Honestly, for not being warmed up for this type of fight, I'm surprised I did as well as I did. I still have other stuff I need to do, though. For those who are not already part of it, !dislab at the Discord. It's where I announce all sorts of stuff. If I'm sick, if things are going on like how they have been recently, as well as when I go live, if I go live at a time I normally don't, etc. I stream 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. CST every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I try to, at least. Been very difficult recently with a lot of personal stuff going on. Other than that, if you want to see other stuff like our Hollow Knight series, or I believe it's up there on YouTube, with that should work! !YouTube. But I'll have to check that then, since it didn't work. Either way, though, I hope you all have wonderful days. Over on the YouTube, if you want to look at it, it's on the page. And we have all sorts of stuff from Hollow Knight to whatever else you may enjoy. Either way,